Doing well, man. Thanks for having me. A great working day out here today in Titans camp. Um, Feeling good, getting better each day.
Excellent. So for the offense, maybe not necessarily as crisp as you might have wanted it to look collectively, and that not just the first team, but on down the line. What are kind of the corrections that you saw after you go through team drill, after you go through 2 minute and things like that you kind of wanted to hone in on today, or that you guys will after the fact?
Yeah, I think today was a great camp day. It was wins on both sides of the ball. It seemed very competitive. Everything was contested on offense or defense. Um, Guys making plays all around, and that's what you want on the training camp day. Guys picking up the intensity, making plays, whether it's downfield, even in the run game. But this is what you want. You want a competitive camp. Guys competing, making the rep, challenging each and every time.
Oh, it's about to get a lot more real here on Wednesday and Thursday when you guys have actual, opponents to go against, and rather than facing each other on a regular basis, and kind of getting a little bit of a fresh look against NFL starting caliber offenses and defensive special teams as well. For you, having been through these things a variety of different times, what is kind of the focus on that work specifically?
For the starters, this is the closest we're going to get. It seems like to a game rep, and I know when the guys coming in from other teams, this is their chance to try to make their team and leave an impression on two teams now. So guys are coming in here playing with very high intensity all around the ball. So I love when you bring these joint practices in. It feels like the closest thing to a game. Referees are a little bit more lenient, a lot more talking going on.
Will they give you the phantom PI like Vrabel does?
Oh no, no. I mean, it'll be talking back and forth, but that's the only call you're gonna get. But like I said, it's fun. It's football. It's like you were when you're playing a kid, just going out there and competing, getting talk trash to make plays and get to do it again.
Titans wide receiver Robert Woods hanging out with us all after their practice has concluded, wrapping up for the day, at least the on-field portion. I'm sure there's much more work to be done. You laugh there.
Sure, yeah, for sure.
A lot more
We're just getting started. It's still early.
So I think the audience doesn't necessarily have a concept or an idea of what that may look like, because I think they know that you guys go through practice. They know that there's a certain amount of time that you're allotted to. But kind of what does the rest of the day look like just from your day to day?
Yeah, I know a lot of people think football players is just, oh, you just practice for 2 hours and then you're free.
That's right.
Man, it's truly like professionalism that comes with this. You got to be here early. You're starting in the weight room, breaking down film for the practice. In our first meeting, getting ready to take the field, warm up, warm your bodies, run through it mentally. Get out here, go 2 hours, get an hour and a half, break, rest, and you ride into meetings watching that film for a few hours, and then you go into film preparation for the next day. Then you're off, and when you're at home, you're planning for that next day mentally, getting ready again, making sure your body's right, and making sure you're well rested to do it again and do it again.
That's not something that just comes naturally. Like, that is so regimented, and that's that's such a big part of your guys' lives anyway. From whatever level of football you started playing onto the professional level that you've made it to now, and obviously successfully through about the course of the last decade of your
Yeah.
career. Who kind of instilled that process in you? Because I know you've been working with Rob Moore long before you got here to Tennessee, but as far as kind of influences on you that way, who kind of taught you what that process was going to look like? Because that's
Ooh.
something that is well regarded about you. I know that
Yeah.
it's uncomfortable to talk about yourself in those kind of ways, but that's something that I think people really draw on when they talk about you and the kind of approach that you take to your job.
Yeah, really, I would say always just wanted to be the guy to, do extra study film, know your opponent. But really coming to LA and just getting in that offense, grasping a little bit more of the passing offense, and really being able to like work your craft and hone your craft. You get an opportunity to really study other receivers, study yourself, and learn what works and know who you are as a player. And then you start watching the film, watching the defenses, and you know like how to expose the gaps in the zones in the defense because it's something that you already went through on the practice field or went through mentally because you're constantly studying and stuff like that. So really just being able to, I guess, be more involved in the passing game has just brought that attention to detail out.
With preseason going on right now, and obviously most of the vets not really taking part in the actual preseason game itself. Do you guys, the focus as far as corrections are concerned when you're watching film, How much of it is, okay, we're going to watch what happened in the preseason game. You're going to see what went wrong, what you need to work on. This is going to be the focal point in practice versus how much of the actual practice reps that you're studying. Like how much time spent versus practice and preseason game type tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little bit of it all. I mean, we're still trying to work to build our team. We're studying, need to know the guy's going to be at the right spot, do the right assignment. So we are watching that film and making those corrections. But as vets who aren't playing in the game, these are opportunities to take mental reps and not make those mistakes when we get the opportunity to go out there and play. And really, a lot of the mistakes that happen are this can't happen in a game situation. So really, you got to hone in on it, and it's attention to detail. So when you come out there and even take it to the practice field, you working on being perfect. So you go out there in the game, if you get a certain look, you know how to already work it because you worked on that perfection. You worked on firing off the ball. At that point, it's just reacting to what the defense gives you.
I know it's all ball all the time basically right now, but are you enjoying the city? You settling in well?
Yeah, I am. I feel like that time's over right now. It's
Yeah,
it's football time. But
I know. We had trailing last week. I was like, "You found any good fishing spots yet?" He goes, "No fishing, just football." It's like, "Okay, bud, it's going to be okay."
yeah, I mean when I got traded here, I mean we were enjoying Nashville, going out, finding places to eat, really just trying to just learn about the city, kind of going everywhere, seeing different parts of Nashville, and now I mean it's all about the season. We're all looking forward to September 11th, getting out there and playing our first game. It's training camp time. Once you get in this zone and this aspect, it's all about football, and our families know it too. This is this
Sure.
is this is this season.
With Ryan and the time that you guys have gotten to spend and grow as teammates, what's one thing that you learned about Ryan Tannehill since arriving here that you didn't know? Obviously, you know the player, you know what he's done in the league, but now that you're his teammate, what do you kind of know about him that you didn't know prior?
Uh, Obviously he's a very very accurate quarterback. I'm seeing with some of these throws he's making out here at practice and even on the film is truly amazing. He's dropping in, always giving his receiver a chance to make the play. Um, and I would say I knew that he was competitive, but seeing him out here in person and just seeing how he loves to compete, he's gonna try to keep the play alive, scrambling, making the downfield throw anywhere. He wants to win. You see it in his nature, how he attacks practice, how he attacks the walkthroughs. He takes it real serious. He's relying on all 11 guys on the offensive side, and really just he wants to win, and you can see it how he takes pride in his work.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody assumes that football players are competitive, but until you see like how bent out of shape somebody gets out of after like a practice rep or a missed opportunity or just a miscue on a route concept or something like that, like it is kind of funny to see Ryan get a little up in it.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows how bad you want it. You know, you got a quarterback who's out here doing his job, the line protects, and if he's expecting a receiver at a certain spot and he throws it there and we're not there, he's on us. You know, it's one of those things where we're like I said, we're counting on everybody to be at the right spot at the right time. And if that one person is not there, he's definitely going to hold you accountable, as we all are. But like when you hear from your quarterback and you hear him getting on you, somebody who's working his butt off. It means a lot for your quarterback to be able to speak up and have a voice for this whole team.
Titans wide receiver Robert Woods is here with us. We'll let you go on this one. For the so many young skill position players that you guys have on the roster, not only in the wide receiver room, but just kind of on the whole, how beneficial can it be not to just have somebody like you who's been through the league in several different spots, learned several different playbooks and found ways to adapt and kind of refine your craft, but for a quarterback like that to be that demanding, that specific for the young guys, it seems like that would be hugely beneficial at the start of their careers.
Yeah, I would say so. Really, it just comes off with playing fast. You have a quarterback who's gonna be able to take care of most of the work of getting the ball there. From other spots, it's just know what you're doing and play fast. Um, don't have to think much. When you're thinking, you're out there playing a little bit slow for our young guys in the backfield and in the receiver position, tight end is play fast, know what you're doing, and everything else will take care of itself.
All right, no free ads, but you said you tried some restaurants. You have a spot you like so far in town?
Oh,
Well, actually, maybe we don't give that away. I don't want people to.
yeah. I don't have a go-to, but
Maybe I get your Yelp review off the air.
I don't have a go-to, but we're trying everything around. Everything. We're trying
It was
everything.
a dumb question by me. I
Nashville.
realized that in real time. I'm like, oh, that's
Na-
probably if he's enjoying it, I should probably not spoil it for him.
Nashville has a lot to offer, all type of varieties. We've been learning. So don't have a favorite yet. It's still early, but we'll see what tops the charts.
Thanks for hanging
I
out,
appreciate
Robert.
it. Thank you.
That's Robert Woods, Titans wide receiver. Players at